And a good Wednesday evening, Panthers fans, and welcome to another broadcast of Adelphi Women's Soccer right here on AUPanthers.tv. Tom Berta here with you, set for a Northeast 10 matchup as the Panthers welcome in the visiting AIC Yellow Jackets from American International up in Springfield, Massachusetts. Panthers come into this one 8-5-1, a 7-5 mark in the conference, and in a bit of a slide right now. 2-5-1 since starting the season, 6-0. They've had an injury at goalkeeper. Sarah Hoffmeyer has been out. They've shuffled along the back line, moving players in and out of the lineup, trying to find the right combination there. So it's been a bit of a struggle keeping the ball out of the back of the net of late. And they're coming off a 2-0 loss at Franklin Pierce as part of a 3-game losing streak right now, the Panthers. Meanwhile, AIC comes in 7-8-1, 5-6-1 in Northeast 10 play. They're coming off a 1-1 draw against St. Anselm over the weekend. Should be a good one between these two teams. With that in mind, let's get right to the starting lineups. Start with the visiting AIC Yellow Jackets in goal. A bit of a surprise, it's the sophomore Alexandra Samft. She gets the start over Michaela DeManch, who was the main starter for basically this entire season, while also playing every minute last season, so that's the surprise for AIC. In goal, going with Sanft. In the back, Miranda, Medeiros, Gracia, and Ravundra. In the midfield, Wondolowski, Brown, Sanko, and Nielsen, with Frew and Hackett up top as the two forward players. And Federica Frew, obviously a player to watch. 4 goals, 5 assists on the season for the 4-year starter and 2-year captain. For Adelphi, we told you about the goaltending situation. It'll be Krista Alicio, the freshman, in goal. In the back, Taylor, Dennis, Petrie, and Klom. In the midfield, McAuliffe, Winicky, and Rainey, with Blaskovic, Scorsese, and Sipos projected as the front three for this one. See how it shakes out for you for head coach Brooke DeRosa. Panthers in the white and gold uniforms with the white bottoms, white socks. They'll go left to right across your screen here in half number 1. And the visiting Yellow Jackets in the all-black tops, bottoms, and socks. They will go right to left across your screen here in half number 1. Early header towards the goal is handled easily by Samft, the sophomore out of Fall River, Massachusetts. She gets it started with a long boot out towards midfield. I mentioned the defense has had some trouble clicking for Adelphi, but on this last 3-game losing streak, just 1 goal in those 3 matches as well, so the offense not exactly firing on all cylinders either. Throw in taken here by Blaskovic. Looks like she'll be taking up a fullback spot today at right back. No Mia York in the center of defense. That's been a recent change as well for head coach Brooke DeRosa. As AIC plays this one out, throwing upcoming again here for Blaskovic. Quick throw and taken on the turn. Centering ball sent in by Scorsese. Now they'll work up the right-hand side, and just unable to keep it in play there was Amanda Rainey. So a goal kick upcoming for Samft. AIC led by head coach Kevin Issa in his 5th season as head coach, 14th overall at AIC, part of 4 NCAA tournament appearances, 3 as an assistant and 1 as the head coach. Former goalkeeper for the Yellow Jackets. He's assisted by Cassie Ashwell, Rob Libera, Stephanie Gordon, and the goalkeeper coach Mario Monsalve. For Adelphi, of course, Brooke DeRosa, the head coach in her 4th season, 3 straight NE10 titles coming into this year. She's assisted by Paul Yard, Amanda Ferranti, Janine Nunez, David O'Keefe, and the goalkeeper coach Mervyn Shade. So Yellow Jackets will control on their own side of the field. Working forward is Ariana Miranda. Centering ball. Fell briefly there for Rachel Brown. She's dispossessed. And the Panthers looking to go upfield towards Scorsese, but that one is tackled out. And one back by Anina Sanko. Definitely some international flavor on this AIC roster, as you'd expect. Couple of Swedes in the starting lineup. Sanko hailing from Finland to go along with Nielsen and Frew. Good turn in the center of the park. Now a long ball up top as Scorsese making the run towards the corner flag. She'll keep this one alive. Couple of players in the box waiting for a cross, and instead it's going to be an offside, I believe, is the call. So a late whistle from the official. Clear skies here in Garden City. Temperatures a bit colder than they were yesterday. Temperatures in the 50s here for kickoff, but the sun is out for now on the field. This one taken down in the center by Hackett. AIC looking for their first build-up of the match. Pass up ahead towards Sanko, tackle back. And a throw-in upcoming for the Panthers in front of the AIC bench. Throw-in finds Scorsese. She's got Rainey making a run on the far side, instead tackled out by the Yellow Jackets. Up top for Sanko. She'll lay it off down the middle. Pass now over to Wondolowski in the middle. Now over to the near side, looking for the run of Johanna Nielsen. Good defending thus far from the Panthers. This one gets past Nielsen. Wondolowski will chase and had to be swept out by Taylor for the Panthers. Quick throw in towards Sanko. And a clearance, but only as far as midfield. Was briefly possessed there by Rachel Brown. Back comes Adelphi. Klom playing a long ball ahead, but no one really making the run in the area. So it's back with Samft, who's in no rush to get this thing restarted. Foul in the midfield here, so a free kick upcoming for AIC. Taken quickly up ahead to Wondolowski. On the layoff, Nielsen coming forward. Over to Sanko, back to Nielsen. She'll strike from distance. And the first test of the day for Alessio. Well done from Johanna Nielsen just to put that one on target. The redshirt junior out of Sweden missed most of last season with an injury. But she does have the talent. She was an all-rookie team selection as a freshman, 3 goals and 4 assists, just 1 goal on the season thus far. Header won in midfield by the Panthers. Scorsese will chase as they put the back line under pressure. Blaskovic looking to win the header. Now out towards the center. Wondolowski working with it. Referee says play on. Great work. Finally, Taylor stepping up into midfield to win the ball back for Adelphi. And now Winicky will control in the center circle. She was dispossessed. No call. Blaskovic up ahead. And Panthers can attack up the right-hand side here. Long, hopeful ball forward. Will be easy handling for the keeper. Long ball towards Rainey. She's hustling towards the corner flag, but she's not going to be able to keep that one in. Throw-in headed forward from Winicky in the midfield. Good pressure by Blymeyer. And eventually this one will run out for a goal kick. Samft will take it with about 8 minutes gone here in the first half. Sends it out towards the middle. Helped on by Brown, and now winds up out for a throw-in. Blaskovic will have it. Here come the Yellow Jackets. Brown looking to turn away from pressure, dispossessed, and now the Panthers have a chance to come right back the other way. Scorsese and Rainey both making runs, and the pass from Klom too long for anyone. Kick out towards midfield, finds Aic-Au. Now they'll look to work up the right-hand flank. Frew was making that run forward, good defending by the Panthers. Long cross towards Wondolowski, headed away. In the center. Controlled by Nielsen. Tackled out by the Panthers. Now they look to build up out of the back, quickly turning it over in the center. Klom in the center. Calmly sends it back. Now a long ball ahead from Blymeyer. And again, the Yellow Jackets working through the center. Samft is going to have to come off her line, and she does well enough. And that's part of the issue when you have a goalkeeping change, as both of these teams had. There's a bit of a communication issue, or at least a period where the back line and the goalkeeper have to get comfortable with each other. Their tendencies, the communication really has to be spot on in those situations. Good work from Taylor. She tries to spring Rainey up the right-hand side, and again, it'll just be out for a throw-in. So a lot of early long balls played out of the back from this Panthers team, and thus far haven't really been too successful with them. Scorsese cuts inside, in towards the box. Good tackle coming from the back by Ravundra. And it falls out towards the center, where it's helped on by Jennifer Hackett. Long ahead to Sanko. She's operating solo on this left flank. Centering ball helped on by Frew towards Wondolowski in the center. And Taylor is there defending well again. Rainey dispossessed from the back. Nilsson stepping inside. The cross comes in. And dealt with for now by the Panthers. Throwing upcoming for the Yellow Jackets. Sanko, the redshirt freshman from Helsinki, 2 goals, 2 assists on the season. She has looked lively in the first couple of minutes as that target forward. Good size as well at 6 feet. This ball kept alive. Wondolowski, edge of the area. Tried the centering ball for Frew. Tackled out well by the Panthers. Blaskovic in the center. Winicky will play it up the left-hand side here, up towards Scorsese. And Medeiros doing the defending. Taken back in the center by Adelphi. Winicky's pass couldn't find its intended target, throwing upcoming for AIC. Looked like a clear push there from Frew. Referee letting it play on. And the throw-in, not sure it ever even came in play, so it's going to be a throw-in here back for the Panthers. Quick look at the standings. Panthers right now sitting in 7th. Of course, top 8 teams will make it. Good ball here. Frew is behind, but the offside flag comes up, so it'll be a free kick for Adelphi. AIC behind at 5, 6, and 1. And essentially in a position where they would have to, at the very least, come away with victories in their final 2 games of the regular season against Adelphi and St. Michael's to even have a chance here. Long ball over the top is headed away and falls for Nielsen in the center. Pass out towards Wondolowski, taken back by Adelphi. Wide left, we'll see what the Panthers can do. Couple of players making runs into the area. The cross is driven in and will run behind for the goal kick. Frew with a long ball up towards Sanko. Taken back by the Panthers defense, looking for Rainey again near side. And a throw-in upcoming for AIC. In the center, Winicky. Long ball forward. One back from Miranda. And now in the center, Nielsen, good footwork. Over to Medeiros. She takes no chances, hitting it long towards Sanko. Blaskovic got there first. Blymeyer will send it back to Taylor. And now a dangerous play. Wondolowski with the steal. She's got Sanko making the run towards the middle. Here's the layoff. Strike from distance for Hackett is wide, but I believe it took a touch off an Adelphi player on the way. So a corner kick upcoming for the Yellow Jackets. Corner kick from Frew was low towards the near post. Not really the best of service. Second attempt coming in again near post, and that one handled by Alicio. Quick rollout from Alicio up the right-hand side. Rainey up ahead to Scorsese, now looking to work in Blaskovic. And out of play. Alicio, the freshman out of Hauppauge, played her high school ball at St. Anthony's, where she won the Scholar Athlete Award during her senior year. Miranda with the tackle in the center. Up ahead, Wondolowski looking to work in Frew. And this one just won't stay in play. Blaskovic in the center for Winicky. Up ahead, taking it on the turn was Scorsese. Now Rainey. Back to Blaskovic. In the center, Blymeyer out towards the left side. Sipos. Sending it towards the middle, tackled out by Frew. Might still be there, as we've got a foul in the middle. Frew tried to recover after giving it away, and wound up fouling Klom in the process. So free kick up coming in a dangerous area for the Panthers. Taylor will step up to take this one. The senior from Glen Allen, Virginia. And a 10 third-teamer last season. She strikes that goal, and Sanft made it look pretty routine in the end. 26:45 remaining in a scoreless first half. First real shot on target of the day for the Panthers. Frew working in Hackett on the overlap. Now Senko. Brown in the middle. Senior, second-year starter. Good defending by Adelphi, but it winds up leading to a corner kick, and we'll have the first sub of the match. It'll come for the Yellow Jackets. So checking out for AIC is Wondolowski, and checking in is Taylor Q, the senior midfielder. Q out of Providence, Rhode Island. Good corner kick delivered in, and Brown got a piece of it, but could not guide it on target, so it'll be nothing more than a goal kick for Alicio. Sarah Hoffmeyer, the freshman, was having an impressive season, 7-1-1, before picking up an injury in that game against Bridgeport. Has not been back since, so a tough blow for Adelphi. I'm sure they'd love to try to get her back just in time for postseason play. Quick throw in. Here's Blaskovic. Back for Alicio. She'll keep it short. This pass quickly turned back over. Nilsson pushing forward. Now the layoff. Right side is Frew as she's switched over to that side. Sanko looking to get forward, and Winicky with the tackle out for Adelphi. Sun starting to set, so you could see those sun lines on the field. Sun is low, so right in the player's eyes as they're looking towards this near side. Throw in for AIC, 24-10 remaining first half. Up to Frew. She goes down, and she's stayed down a bit on the pitch here, but now pops back to her feet as Adelphi wins a throw-in near midfield. Dangerous back pass as Sanko was in the area. She caused some pressure for the Adelphi defense, and Panthers just have to play it out. This one will go back in favor of the Panthers. Northeast 10 tournament starting next week, so both teams, again, I'm sure have their eyes on that, but also on the task at hand. Another change coming up for the Yellow Jackets. Federica Frew will check out, and Jacinda McCartney, the junior, will check in.
The Yellow Jackets, number 31, Jacinda McCartney.
McCartney, 2 goals, 1 assist on the season. She's mostly been a starter this year. Pass goes to the outside, but the cross unable to get put in towards the box, so instead a goal kick for Alicio. Boot out towards the center. Scorsese looking ahead. Rainey on the near side. She's got Scorsese making the run ahead of her. Nice little give and go work there. Now Scorsese puts it past the first defender, but a nice recovery by Miranda sends it out for a throw-in. Blaskovic back for Savannah Taylor. Hits this one. Great ball towards the area. Blymeyer helped it on with the header. And no one making that late back post run for Adelphi. So just a goal kick now for AIC, who make another sub here. So they have gone to their bench fairly early off in here.
Now in the game for the Yellow Jackets, number 4, Johanna England.
Rachel Brown checks out, and the Swedish senior Johanna England is in the game. Division I transfer from Niagara University. England in her third year on the Yellow Jackets roster. Up the line, tackled out by Adelphi, not all the way out. Now it can be sent back in by Senko, and the header coming in from Taylor Q off the mark. Panthers now will make their first sub.
Now in the game for the Panthers, number 14, Alexis Weiser.
Alexis Weiser coming in the game for Adelphi. Free kick, meanwhile, coming up here for AIC. Good ball in towards Senko, and again, just unable to put the header on target. But AIC has had a couple of good looks here. Weiser in for Petrie for Adelphi. She'll take up that spot on the left wing. Blymeyer with the tackle in the middle. Weiser on the season, the sophomore from Long Beach, California. 14 games played. This is her 15th, 2 goals on the season. Coach DeRosa telling me that she comes in off the bench with great movement off the ball and can finish with both feet. So, see if Weiser can change the game here for Adelphi on that left side. Good move pushing forward there from Nilsson. Tackled out by Adelphi. Now in the center. Delphine Blymeyer in the center circle. Lays it back. Winicky pushing forward, and her ball just out of the reach of Blaskovic. Yellow Jackets can't keep it in play with Hackett. Throw in one by Rainey. Blaskovic in the center. Good job on the turn from Blymeyer. Sends it towards goal. And fairly comfortable in the end for Saft. Played her high school ball at Worcester Academy, where she helped her team to a pair of NEPSAC finals. Foul in the midfield. AIC will have it. Wind picking up a bit here. It's blowing right now from left to right across the field, so you think that technically favors Adelphi for now. Maybe a chance here if Rainey can keep this one in play, and she can, but only briefly. The first touch took it out of bounds. Miranda quickly on the throw-in for Q. Up ahead, Taylor mishit the clearance, goes sky high, helped on by Winicky, and now tackled back in the center by England. Right side, AIC, nice work on the 1-2, but Taylor winds up cutting in and clearing away for the Panthers. 16:45 now remaining in a scoreless first half. Quick look at the current team stats. Shots 7-4 in favor of AIC, who also have the 2-0 lead in corners. Long kick out of the back for Aic-Au to run onto, and Taylor got there first again. She's been excellent today. Referee playing advantage through the middle. Now Panthers quickly turn it back over. And Q will keep it alive near side. Into England. And now they'll go back and work it across the back line. Miranda, near side. Pushing it forward, and Blaskovic makes a tackle. Ariana Miranda having a nice game at left back so far, the freshman out of Springfield, Mass., Springfield Central High School, where she was All-State and All-New England as a senior. Good charge forward from Sipos. Tries to cut it back towards the top of the box where Weiser was standing and tackled away from her. Winicky looking to keep it alive. Goes back to Taylor. Through the middle, Blymeyer, nice flick, finds Weiser. But then she is dispossessed. Here comes Hackett. Spying Aic-Au with a good through ball, but just not quite the run that was needed. And so Blaskovic will go back to Alicio. And the Panthers will look to build up out of the back once again. Good long ball, gets over the head. Scorsese was there first, but the offside flag coming up. So, AIC a bit fortunate to be bailed out there by the offside flag. And it'll just be a free kick coming up here for the Yellow Jackets. Big boot out of the back from Medeiros. Through the middle, Weiser gets a step. She has Scorsese to the left. Instead, she'll cut it back towards Sipos. Top of the 18, shot from distance. And it wasn't all that far wide, but a goal kick nonetheless. Q working on this left flank for AIC. Looking to turn on Blaskovic. Ran out of real estate. Now in the center. Sipos pushing on. Great feet. And looking for the run, but Scorsese had stopped her run as the two of them kind of look at each other and shrug shoulders. Just couldn't quite connect on it there. Winicky, left side. Weiser. Pushed through the middle, taken back by England. And now wide right for AIC. Good push forward, the layoff to Hackett. She'll go near side looking for Q. And now up towards Aic-Au, but Taylor read it all away. Final 13 minutes of half number one. Scorsese pushing on. Running at the defense. Scorsese taking them all on. Gets inside the 18. The lefty shot is in the back of the net. Terrific individual effort from Carrie-Anne Scorsese. And her 10th of the season makes it 1-0 Panthers here in the 33rd minute. So that one will be unassisted after the great slaloming run from Scorsese. And now AIC having a meeting back in their own end, and you just can't give a player of Scorsese's caliber that kind of room and space to run with. Of course, a second team all-conference player. 8 goals last season. That was 4th in the Northeast 10. Scored both goals in an NCAA loss to LIU Post. Again, you know what to expect if you're Kevin Issa and the AIC defense with Scorsese, so. Molly Serra coming into the game for AIC now, as Weiser making the run from the left flank, cutting inside. Still with Sipos now, centering, and that one is finally cleared away. So Serra coming in for Jennifer Hackett. Medeiros back defending and forces the goal kick. Molly Serra, the junior out of Monson, Massachusetts. Started all 8 matches last season before missing the rest of the year with a season-ending injury. She is back and making her 13th appearance this season. Good ball up towards Sanko. Holding it up, now gets past the first defender. Draws the second, Sanko, beating 2 Adelphi players. Looking to get the cross in now. Back post looking towards Q. Blaskovic just able to deal with it. And now sends it up towards Blymeyer. Englund challenging for the header. And it's won back by the Yellow Jackets. This one just behind Sanko, so that'll bail out Adelphi. Alessio keeping it in play here in the 35th minute. So 1-0 on the 10th of the season from Scorsese. Alessio's kick out towards Rainey, who's trying to spin Miranda, and Miranda did really well with it. Makes the pass back to Ravundra, and now across for Medeiros. Medeiros, second-year starter at center back. 2-time All-Star at Attleboro High School. Miranda steps inside on Rainey, goes over to Q left side, and there's Blaskovic with the tackle. And Blaskovic now under pressure. Draws the foul from Q, so free kick coming for Adelphi. Now leave it for Savannah Taylor. Tackled away from the middle by Marissa Dennis. Up the left-hand side towards Weiser. Quick throw and taken. A chance to get a cross in towards Scorsese, and Ravundra got there first. Tackling it out for a Panthers throw-in. Another throw-in. Here's Weiser. Chance to get a cross in again. And again, it is Ravundra who got there first before blasting it up towards Sanko. Good tackle in midfield. Ball pushed up ahead towards Sipos, just out of her reach. And Medeiros will just let this one run all the way for the goal kick. Sub into the game, and Sanko, who's been doing a lot of hard running up top, will get a breather here with 8:40 left. So Josephine Stendahl in the game, the redshirt freshman out of Sweden. Played in 2 matches last season before being another one of these AIC players to go down with a season-ending injury. They had a few like that a season ago. So more healthy this season. Stendahl making her 17th appearance on the year. 2 goals to her credit. Appearing in every match thus far. Throwing upcoming for the Panthers. This one sent out of play, so another throw-in for AIC now. So we're in the final 7 minutes and 45 seconds of half number 1. The goal from Scorsese is the difference. You could say probably that it came against the run of play. I think AIC has had the better possession in the first half. Panthers haven't looked all that dangerous and took an individual brilliant effort from Scorsese on the goal. But Johanna Nielsen will check out here.
For the Yellow Jackets, number 19, Caroline Porter.
And checking in is Caroline Porter, freshman out of Hopedale, Mass, where she was a 2-time Central Mass All-Star. Rainey centers for Sipos, back to Blaskovic. Pushed on. Good tackle back from Sipos. Scorsese back for Sipos, top of the box. Right side gets it to Rainey. Cross comes in first time and too close to the goalkeeper as Sanft makes the easy grab. The goal from Scorsese was the first allowed by Sanft this season in her 3rd appearance. She came in playing 106 minutes and hadn't allowed a goal. Throw-in upcoming for the Yellow Jackets, 6:10 on the clock. Cutting in from the right flank. Centering ball is tackled out by the Panthers. Too long for Scorsese. Medeiros on the chase. Looks like it'll be Sanft to get there first. Over to Ravundra. Florina Ravundra, the freshman out of Hawthorne, California. Good tackle by Marissa Dennis. And now falls in the middle for Adelphi. Sipos. Up ahead, cleared away, and England will send it all the way up top. Porter couldn't get there. They'll hit this one long again towards Porter. Good header from Scorsese. Finds Rainey up the right-hand side. 40th minute. Rainey cuts it back to the right. Inside the box now. Looking to get the cross in. Sipos lets it run to Weiser. And her shot is blocked. Falls to Blymeyer. Her strike from distance also blocked out, this time by England. Blymeyer, great ball across, and offside is the call against Rainey. So that's better from the Panthers, looking a bit more lively. Medeiros with a big kick out from the back. Flicked on up top, looking towards Stendal. Sipos heading it forward to Scorsese. Now Sipos playing through towards Rainey, and it took Miranda coming up with a tackle to send it out for a corner kick. 2 late subs coming in for Adelphi. Looks like Blymeyer will check out as well as Weiser.
Now in the game for the Panthers, number 5, Ellen McAuliffe. Also in the game for the Panthers, number 9, Jacqueline Latta.
So McAuliffe and Latta come into the game late. And that corner kick too long for everybody on Adelphi. Throwing upcoming for AIC. Porter was put under pressure. She turns it over, so throwing upcoming for Adelphi. Scorsese battling there with Ravundra. Blaskovic on it now. Good footwork, trying to get the cross in. got it there. The early shot coming in from the top of the box, and it's held onto by Sanft. Shot attempt coming from Latta. Taylor with a strong challenge coming in there. Up the right-hand side as Taylor continued her run, winning a throw-in with 2:20 remaining in the first half. Latta playing that one first time, but just could not be worked by McAuliffe. Tackled back in the center by Winicky. Nutmegs one defender. Now Winicky running and was taken down by England. No call. Or check that, it is going to be a free kick. So a very quiet whistle there. So we're in the final 90 seconds now of the first half. So referee marking the space in the wall. Looks like a 4-player wall right now for AIC. Taylor put this last one on goal from a similar spot. This time she'll try the chip over the top. Ravundra got the clear. And on the second effort, AIC pushes it out to midfield. One back by Taylor up the right side, and Latta is offsides. 40 seconds remaining in the first half. This one driven out to the center. Going down under pressure was Stendal, no call. Instead it'll be far side. Panthers continuing to push on here. Madero's now on it. 15 seconds left first half. Turns it over to Winicky. Under 10 seconds now. Winicky, the through pass, blocked out Ravundra. Blaskovic picks her head up, will put it towards goal, and that is how the first half of play will end here at Matamet Field in Garden City. Adelphi holding on to a 1-0 lead, courtesy of Carrie-Ann Scorsese, her 10th of the season, coming in the 33rd minute. And that is where we stand, 1-0 the score. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back in just a few moments with the full second half action. Again, moments away here on AUPanthers.tv. And a welcome back here on AUPanthers.tv. Tom Verdi here with you, set for the second half of action between Adelphi and AIC. Teams have switched sides, so the Panthers in the home white and gold strip going right to left across your screen here in half number 2. And the visiting Yellow Jackets in the road black tops, bottoms, and socks. They will go left to right. Panthers leading in the first half, courtesy of a 33rd minute strike from Carrie-Ann Scorsese, her 10th of the season, and that is where we stand. Shots 9-7 in favor of the Panthers in the first half. Corner kicks 2-1 in favor of AIC. 5 saves credited to Alexandra Saft for the Yellow Jackets in the first half, and 2 saves for Krista Alicio of the Panthers. Long through ball out of the back, and Saft right on the top of her 18, able to gather it. Long ball up the right-hand side. Jacinda McCartney, who came in late in that first half, sticking out here to start the second, as the Panthers putting AIC under some pressure in midfield. Now a long ball up the left-hand side. Chance here for AIC, pushing forward. On the cutback, low cross coming in towards the middle, and Alicio going down to her left, making the stop. Up the left-hand side, here come the Panthers. It's Rainey who has switched out to this near side. Tackled through the center, now Klom, centering ball. And Winicky trying to settle things down for Adelphi. Throwing up coming on the far side. Up the line, headed out, and it will fall in the center. Taken now by England. Scorsese leaving the line for Adelphi. Sends it back. Blaskovic with the early first-time cross. Flick towards the far post. And this one will be last off of AIC. So Klom will have the throw-in in towards the center. Pushing forward is McAuliffe, who has stayed out there after arriving as a sub late in the first half. Cross coming in. Headed out for now, only as far as Winicky, who plays a great switch field ball over to Blaskovic on the right side. Blaskovic steps inside, then ran into the tough tackle of Johanna Nielsen. Long ball back to the far side once again. Scorsese dispossessed. And now a chance way behind. And that one, to be honest, not even close, way offside for AIC. As Federica Frew is playing as the target forward up top until Senko maybe returns into the game. Long ball again, looking towards Frew. It's a foot race now, and Alicia will come off her line and blast it upfield. Was taken back by England, and now quickly turned back over to Adelphi. Foul will go against the Yellow Jackets, so Adelphi will have a free kick in their own end. The right-hand side tackled out for a Panthers throw-in as we're just past 5 minutes into this second half. Of course, the floodlights are on and the sun has set here in Garden City. Cross into the center, and Blymeyer was dispossessed by England. Now on the back is Medeiros across to Ravundra. Miranda now looking to overlap on the left. Good ball forward. Pass gets past Frew. And the Panthers can work it here with Dennis. Her ball into space will run out of play. Throwing up coming here for Alana Gracia. Header out to the center. Gets past Hackett. Now Hackett on it, looking for the runner through. It's a good ball, but just a bit too much weight on it, and it runs out of play. Goal kick up coming for Alicio. This one headed back. And now blasted away by Taylor. In the center, Blymeyer spins out of trouble. Gets it to Rainey. Now Winicky. Looking for the run of Klom up the left-hand side. No call as Klom wins it back. Centering ball. And Miranda got in with the tackle. Winicky has some time and room. Long diagonal ball up the right side. And now the offside flag comes up on the far side against Adelphi. Up ahead, Scorsese working one-on-one against Ravundra. Tried to slip it through. And now it is Medeiros controlling. She'll hit this one long. Up the field. And a foul in the center. Savannah Taylor clipping McCartney. So free kick upcoming for AIC right in the center circle. This one hit long by Medeiros. Headed away by Taylor inside the 18. Pushed on, now sent back in the air by Hackett. McCartney battling for it. And eventually winning it back in midfield, Winicky. Right side, Blymeyer. Great hustle, got to it first. Maybe a chance here for the Panthers up the right-hand side. Chance to get the cross in, and this one is right at the goalkeeper, so disappointing in the end after what looked like a potentially promising build-up there for Adelphi. McCartney battling for it in the center. Now won back by Nielsen. And tackled back in the center by AIC. Up ahead, Nielsen. She's got a player making the run to the right. Good tackle, though, by Klom. And now they'll work it over to Blaskovic. Up ahead, Scorsese with some good hold-up play. She's got Latta to the right. Instead, Scorsese wants a run at this defense. That's how they created the first goal. Scorsese now the cross in the middle, and Saft is there. Big kick out from Saft. Taken down in the middle by Medeiros. Over to the near side. Gracia. Turned over in the middle. Here's Rainey. Puts on the brakes. Now Klom will come in to help. She pointed to where she wanted the player to make a run. It never came, and the ball's turned over. Marissa Dennis back defending in her own end. Good ball through the center. Found Blymeyer. Now Winicky. Up to Latta. Up the right side. Jackie Latta. Wants to run at this defense. Slips through for Scorsese. On the cutback. Top of the box. Blymeyer arriving late. And she put the first time effort over the bar. Nice build-up, though, by the Panthers. Just lacking a little bit in that final execution. In the center. Tackled back. Over on the near side, it's Klom. Hackett looking for Frew. Taylor stepped in well. A lot of the game being played in that middle third of the field, so team's turning it over kind of back and forth. Down near the corner flag. This ball is kept alive. Klom strong in the challenge and wins it back for Adelphi. Dennis now will serve it long up the line. And this one runs out of play, so back for AIC. Gracia on the throw-in. Played in. Nielsen, great job keeping that one alive and helping AIC win the throw. So could be a bit of a long throw specialist here, as Miranda coming all the way up from left back to take this one as the players head towards the box. So see what kind of juice Miranda can get on this one. Into the 18, good throw, and had to be headed out. See what the referees decide. It is a corner kick coming up. So the long throw serving its purpose. And now on the corner kick, served in by Frew and missed everyone, so goal kick up coming on the service from Frew has been a bit lacking today on those set pieces. Can see the frustration after she served that one out. Alessio's kick flicked on through midfield. Good, strong play from Scorsese. Wins it back from Ravundra. In towards the 18 now. Scorsese tried the cutback and tackled out at the last moment. Well done from England. And she plays a peach of a ball up the left-hand side. Chance here for AIC, quickly on the counterattack. Two players making a run in the center. But the cross never arrived as Savannah Taylor doing some great defending. 60th minute here, throw-in coming for AIC. And it'll be with Miranda, so again, expect this one to go in towards the 18. Instead, they'll play it short, actually. England sending it forward towards Hackett. Now Miranda, the low cross into the mixer. Cleared away. Back out to England. Served back in. And getting on the end of it, or at least appearing to get on it, was McCartney, but the offside flag coming up against Jacinda McCartney. Kick out of the back. Long ball played over the top. Here is Frew running on the end of it. Federica Frew. And she wins a throw-in down near the corner flag. They'll take it quickly. In towards the middle. And pushed out for now by Adelphi. Great job by Scorsese, who was clearly pulled back. Referee playing advantage as she got away from Medeiros. But again, they kept possession, so good advantage call. Now up the left-hand side. A chance here for McAuliffe. Her cross came in, and it was off the defender and out for a corner. And now a sub will come in for Adelphi.
Now entering for the Panthers, number 15, Jackie Diffley.
So Jackie Diffley will enter the match. I believe she's going to replace Lada on that right side. So that is going to be the sub. Corner kick coming in from the left side, into the box, right on top of Sanft. She has to punch away. And then at the top of the box, this one is fired well over. Diffley, the sophomore out of Floral Park, making her 13th appearance on the season. Two-time All-County and Nassau Player of the Year while at Floral Park.
Now in the game for the Yellow Jackets, number 8, Anina Sanko, number 10, Josephine Stendhal, and number 33, Jocelyn Dion.
So 3 subs coming for AIC. Sanko and Stendhal both return in the match. And Jocelyn Dion, the junior, will see her first appearance of the day, coming in for Wondolowski. So Sanko is back up top. Dion, the junior, out of Chicopee, Mass. 15 games played last season. And this her 8th appearance of the current campaign. Good ball up the right flank. A chance for Diffley to get a cross in. And Sanft is there again. .27:05 remaining in this first half. In the second half. A 1-0 scoreline on the first half goal from Scorsese. Her 10th of the year, coming back in the 33rd. And that is where we stand. In the center, up top for Scorsese. Back to Blymeyer. Crossfield ball is headed away. And now controlled through the middle. AIC going long for Sanko. Blocked out by Marissa Dennis. Winicky over in the middle now. Blymeyer. Back for Blaskovic. Devondra with some good defending. Sanko putting Taylor under pressure, but she handled it fairly well. Still Taylor, and finally Winicky coming in to help out. Throwing up coming for the Yellow Jackets. Send up the line. Sanko wanted to chase this one down. Wins a throw-in for AIC. 65th minute. Again, Miranda with that long throw capability on that left-hand side. See if she gets it into the box on this one. Takes a bounce, dangerous, finds Sanko. Her turn and shot is blocked. Still there, top of the 18, now fired in and off the top of the crossbar and out. So, good effort on the snapshot, but just a little bit too high. Look, it was maybe Medeiros who had that initial shot blocked. Throwing up coming for the Yellow Jackets. Gracia sending it forward. Nicely worked from Hackett. Given away in the center. Chance to play Scorsese through, and Diffley's ball, it was a good idea, was cut out before it could get to her. Sanko now, good hold up. Over to Hackett. Spinning away from one challenge. Now we'll go back to Ravundra. And now Medeiros. Taken back in the center by Hackett. Ravundra. Left side now. Miranda. Up the line. Blaskovic with a good intercept. And now it falls to Winicky. Up to Scorsese. Gets it out wide right. And they dispossess Adelphi in the center there. Senko. Great hold-up play. Finally, she's dispossessed. And a throw-in upcoming for the Yellow Jackets. In the middle for England. Now Miranda up the line. Good challenge, winning it back in the center. Nielsen up ahead. Might fall there, top of the 18. Push through, left side. Chance to get the cross in. They'll come back to the top of the box. And now the Panthers can push it out towards Scorsese at the top. Scorsese had Diffley making the run. Now it is tackled back. And a foul called against Adelphi. So AIC will have a free kick right about the midfield stripe. Maybe a few yards in front now. Referee adjusting the ball. So Medeiros will serve this one in towards the 18. Headed away by Taylor. And now pushed up again towards Scorsese. Great diagonal ball. Can Diffley keep it in? No, she can't. Just a bit too much on it. Nice idea from the Panthers' target forward. Tackled through midfield. They get it away from McAuliffe. Now here comes AIC. Nielsen up ahead. Towards Hackett. Couldn't connect with her. And now back through the middle. Winicky. Up ahead. Scorsese. Scorsese gets a step. The righty curler. And just couldn't tuck it inside the far post. Looks like two subs will come into the match. I think Brown is coming back in for AIC. She will replace England. And Scorsese getting a breather up top for Adelphi.
Number 13, Taylor Sipos.
Taylor Sipos will check back in.
And now in the game for the Yellow Jackets, number 5, Rachel Brown.
Chance going forward for Adelphi. Good work on the far sideline, looking to clip it ahead. And offside flag comes up against Diffley. So free kick upcoming here in the 70th. Back for AIC. After the offside, they'll get it restarted. Long kick out towards the center. Flicked in, and Blymeyer whistled for the foul. Medeiros with the kick out from midfield, and coming off her line to deal with that one is Alicia. So we're under 20 minutes remaining in the match. Up the right-hand side, Panthers look to work it. Sipos on the layoff, now up ahead, and it is tackled out. Then a foul in the middle against the Delphi. AIC player has stayed down, so now the referee will stop the clock with 19:20 remaining. So a bit choppy the last few minutes. Couple of fouls and an offside against the Delphi. Team stats right now, shots 13-10 in favor of the Panthers. Shots on goal 7-4. Delphi corners 3-2 in favor of AIC. Offside 6 in the match against the Panthers, just 3 for the Yellow Jackets. And again, the difference so far, 10th of the year for Carrie-Ann Scorsese coming back in the 33rd minute. Did it by herself, running at the heart of the AIC defense before tucking the shot away inside the far corner. So free kick coming for AIC. Johanna England coming back in to replace Hackett, who left the game injured. Meanwhile, back the other way, a chance, and it's in the back of the net. Just coming back in, and England, off the scrambled free kick, able to tuck it into the far side. So it was a long boot from Medeiros. Great job by Sanko. She put the Panthers' back line under pressure, and the ball falling fortuitously for England in the box. And her right-footed effort finds the back of the net, tying this game up at 1. First of the season for England, and what a big one it was. So the goal coming in the 71st. Panthers trying to go back to work here. Rainey up the left-hand side. She's got Sipos making a run in the center. Now McAuliffe helping it on towards Sipos and cleared away by Miranda.
Yellow Jackets goal scored by number 4, Joanna England. Assisted by number
Long ball up the right-hand side. Cross coming in, putting Saft under pressure. And after an initial bobble, she hangs on. So Sanko gets the assist, well deserved for her. She's again put in a great shift today. The redshirt freshman out of Helsinki. 3rd assist on the season. Here comes Adelphi, top of the 18. Ball comes in, they lay it back. Can't get the shot away as Ravundra comes up with a big sliding tackle. Back through the middle, Blymeyer. Up ahead. They go through towards Sipos, right side of the box. Cross is blocked. Still there. And finally AIC can clear from Medeiros. Poked into the center for England. The goal scorer coming up with that equalizer. Up the line, Sanko. Able to spin Taylor for now. Using her speed down the left side. Now she puts on the brakes. And the cross is out off of Taylor, so a corner kick well earned by Anina Sanko. Another sub will come in. Looks like Federica Frew coming back in. So they send Frew into the box for this corner. Corner is served in, headed away. Sent back in over the top, and Frew got a foot on it, but couldn't guide it on target. So just back in for Daum, and almost the situation that we just had where England had just checked back into the match. She scored. Fruit just checked back in and had a great chance there.
Now in the game for the Panthers, number 7, Madison Raposo.
Madison Raposo checking into the game for Adelphi. She replaces McAuliffe in the center. And we've got a player down right now for Adelphi. So for now, the clock has stopped. $15:50 remaining here in regulation, all tied at 1. And they'll just restart, I believe, with a drop ball. As Frew puts it out for a throw-in. So now back underway after that throw-in. Adelphi. Near side, here is Klom. Pushing forward into the middle. Good ball ahead. Looking for Rainey. And the ball from Sipos was taken back by AIC. Brown in the center to Nielsen, who was looking for the run of Stendhal. Marissa Dennis back defending. Over to Taylor. In through the middle. Again, it is Sipos on the ball. Winnicky heads it on towards Blymeyer. Blaskovic turns it over in the center to Brown, but won back by Adelphi. Now Sipos. Up the right-hand side, looking for Diffley. And she wins a throw-in on the far side. Throw into the middle. Cross coming in. Headed away by AIC, and now Nielsen helps it on towards the center. Good tackle from Klom. Winnicky now. Right side again, and the offside flag comes up against Adelphi. So a free kick for AIC, who again got the equalizer in the 71st from Johanna England, her first of the season. Ball is swept back towards the Adelphi end, and Taylor will blast it out of play for a throw-in. AIC going to make a sub here. Looks like Stendhal will be replaced.
Now in the game for the Yellow Jackets, number 24, Devin Wondolowski.
And Wondolowski coming back in on this right side. Good layoff strike from distance towards Alessio's goal, and I guess England feeling confident after tallying her first of the season, so she tried it. The senior out of Gothenburg. Medeiros will serve this one long. Sanko was in the area, cleared away, but only as far as Fru. Back up towards Sanko. Fru back in midfield to Brown. Setting it forward. Tackled back by Adelphi. Sipos. Good charge forward, and Raposo putting the back line under pressure for AIC. Klom has it. Dennis sending it forward. Will fall in the center to Fru. Tackled out in the center. Fru again on it. Great diagonal ball. Finds Sanko, and she tried to shoot first time. Didn't get a lot on it. Winds up going behind for the goal kick. So sub will come back in for Adelphi.
Now in the game for the Panthers, number 12,
Carrie-Ann Scorsese is back in. Also looks like AIC may have made a change as well, as Alicio will collect at the top of the 18.
Number 18, Jennifer Hackett.
So Jennifer Hackett is back in for Brown in the center. Good long ball up the line. Chance here for Adelphi to get the cross in. Scorsese making the run. And the cross was not on target. Runs behind for a goal kick. Here in the 80th minute, still tied at 1. Klom on the near side, stepping into midfield. Tries to find Rainey. Now this will fall for Scorsese, and she was pulled back there by Medeiros. Free kick coming up for the Panthers. This one served in by Sipos. Falls to the edge of the 18. Now a chance to get a cross back in. Blocked out by AIC. They can work here on the counter. And Fru was way offside over there. Won't matter as it's passive offsides. Never made a play for the ball. And so here comes Adelphi back out of the center back pairing. Pushing forward through midfield. Referee plays advantage. And then finally dispossessed England. Up the left-hand side to Fru, and now the offside flag comes up against Fru. So again, Panthers appearing a bit vulnerable at times on those counterattacks. But good high line there, holding it up for offsides. That's what the last two would have been. Meanwhile, long ball by Adelphi, and Sanft will control it inside the 18. Quick boot out to the middle. Nielsen comes to the right-hand side. Little stutter step. Now Wondolowski dispossessed by Klom with a good challenge. Left it short for her. Raposo now will go back to Alicio. Takes no chances with a kick, and it goes out for an AIC throw-in. That will allow subs to enter for both sides. Looks like Weiser going to come back in for Adelphi.
Now in the game for the Panthers, number 14, Alexis Weiser.
So Weiser in for Diffley.
For the Yellow Jackets, number 31, Jacinda McCartney.
And Jacinda McCartney in for Sanko. Up the right-hand side, looking towards Weiser. Tackled back now by England. And now one back with Adelphi. Sipos up the right-hand side. Chance to get the cross in. Cross is blocked, but a corner kick earned by Adelphi. Looks like Winicky will take this corner kick. She's moved to right back since the substitution with Blaskovic coming out and replaced by Scorsese a few moments ago. 6:20 remaining in regulation. Cross comes into the middle. And it was last off of an Adelphi player, so goal kick will be taken by Alexandra Saft. Kick drops in midfield. AIC up the left-hand side. Tackled back by Weiser. Looking for the run of Scorsese. And Ravundra defending well. Plays it out for a throw-in. 85th minute. Still tied at 1. Winicky on the throw-in. Scorsese. And a foul will be charged against Scorsese, so free kick for AIC. Panthers sending it up towards Rainey. Now cleared by Medeiros. And pushed on ahead towards Frew. Dennis misplayed it. Maybe a chance here for AIC. On the charge, it falls to Frew. Top of the 18, her shot. And didn't get enough power behind it as Alicio making the save. Wondolowski made a good run there to help free up Frew. Nielsen wins it back in the middle. Over to Hackett. Sent forward, Taylor. Up ahead, and it's turned over in the center. Under 4 minutes now remaining in regulation. Yellow Jackets pushing on. Now a foul in midfield. Will be charged against McCartney. Header pops up in the center. Pushed on ahead, Scorsese. And she was brought down, and it's maybe about the third or fourth time already that Medeiros has fouled her, so she's a little bit frustrated with that. As the clock continues to run, 3:15 now left in regulation, still tied at 1. Scorsese and Englund, the goal scorers. Looks like they'll leave this one again for Sipos. Hits it at goal and didn't miss by all that much, but over the top, goal kick coming for Saft. Ball pops forward to Scorsese. Holds it up, now works in Rainey on the left side. Rainey cuts it in, and this header from Ravundra will go out. Corner kick coming for Adelphi. Low cross swung in near post and again headed behind for another corner here in the 89th. Wenicky will take the second consecutive corner. Instead, she'll leave it here now, so quick change there. This one served in, top of the 18. Cleared but not out. Weiser sends it back in, and another corner kick coming up as Weiser's shot was blocked out. I believe Sipos will come over to take this one from the left side. A minute 10 now left on the clock. Cross whipped in dangerously. The header is just wide from Weiser. That would have sealed it with only about 60 seconds left. And instead, Sanft will have the goal kick. And she's in no rush to take it with overtime on the horizon. Through the middle, Sipos. Now to Blymeyer. Out wide to the right side. Final 30 seconds here. Throwing for Adelphi. 20 seconds left. Panthers need to get this one in towards the box. Wenicky will lay it back. Tackled away by AIC. 10 seconds left. Not sure there's enough time. Throwing for AU. Up the line. And no chance to get the cross in with the time allotted. So we are all tied at 1 after 90 minutes of regulation. Extra time coming up after the break here on AUPanthers.tv. And welcome back here on AUPanthers.tv. Tom Brody here with you, set for the start of extra time. A reminder of the rules: 2 10-minute sudden death extra time periods. So golden goal, first goal will win. And of course, if they don't score in the first extra time session, they'll play the second 10-minute overtime before the match is ruled a draw if no one scores. So teams switching sides, so AIC going back from right to left here in the road blacks. Adelphi and the home whites will go left to right. Weiser controlling for Adelphi, pushing it forward, and now tackled out by Ravundra up towards Federica Frew. Frew's header finds Marissa Dennis. Near side, Weiser laying it back to Winicky, who started the match in midfield and now is playing at right back in place of Blaskovic. Long ball up ahead towards Scorsese, but too long for her. Saft will pick it up inside the 18. The kick out of the back, inside the center circle. AIC back on it. Nielsen up the right-hand side, and the offside flag going up, so again, Adelphi holding that very high line. And for the most part today, it has worked. Free kick upcoming for the Panthers. Dennis with a boot out of midfield. Drops in the center. Tackled out. And now Medeiros going back. We'll watch it run for a throw-in. Gracia up the line. Now throwing back the other way for Adelphi. Another throw-in coming up for the Panthers. Taken by Klom in towards score. Up top now, here's Scorsese. She wants to run at Ravundra. Pass inside, McAuliffe gets the early cross in. Poked back, top of the 18, and now blasted away by Gracia. Good move by Hackett inside. And now England coming flying forward. We'll check that it was Nielsen, but her long ball only found Alicio. Back in the center, McAuliffe wins the ball for AU. Weiser works in Winicky on the overlap. And Winicky tried the early first-time ball for Scorsese, who's done a ton of running to lead the line for Adelphi. But not the run she intended there. Medeiros. Up ahead on the right-hand side. Falls in the middle for AIC. McCartney will lay it off for England. As they push forward here, Yellow Jackets on the move. Frew, dispossessed. In the center, England. Slipping it through to Hackett. She gives it away to Klom. Klom, her ball seeking out Weiser, was cleared away. And now in the center, it falls for the Yellow Jackets. Hackett, good ball to Wondolowski. She gets there first. Wondolowski has a run being made ahead of her. Pass comes through, and offside is the call against McCartney. .405 remaining in the first period of extra time. This ball clipped long. Throwing up coming here for Winicky. Up the line. McAuliffe pushing it up ahead. Ravundra lost out on the possession but wins it back. Nilsson. Miranda. Throwing Yellow Jackets. Into the center. And a throw in one right back the other way for Adelphi. Weiser, tricky feet, got around the player. Going back here to Winicky. And now Dennis hits the clearance. Wondolowski pushing on. Taylor awkwardly had to go back to Winicky, and now all the way for Alicio, who plays it out for a throw-in. Miranda in towards the box. Federica Frew on it, looking to get forward. Taylor had to come back with the help defending. Shot is blocked, and it might fall, but eventually swept out. Some last-ditch defending from Marissa Dennis. Throw in for AIC, 2:15 remaining in the first period of extra time. Throw-in is flicked inside. Pushed out by Adelphi. Hackett is there for AIC, but her touch too heavy, and will be a throw-in. Panthers will make a sub.
Now in the game for the Panthers, number 15, Jackie Diffley.
So Jackie Diffley will come into the match here. She'll replace Taylor Sipos in the middle. Throwing now right back for the Yellow Jackets. 1:15 left in the first period of extra time. Long ball up ahead. Blocked out in the center. Wondolowski, good ball ahead towards Frew.
1 minute remaining.
And now in the final minute of the first period of extra time. Scorsese trying to flick it around Ravundra. Got it to Medeiros, doing just enough there. And now Weiser winning a throw-in. Wants to take it quickly up ahead. Kept in by Adelphi. Back to Weiser. Early cross coming into the box. Looked like may have been a handball. Instead, it's swept out towards the center. 20 seconds remaining in extra time period number 1. Long ball ahead for a goal kick, and with 10 seconds remaining, that should probably see out the first period of extra time.
6, 5, 4.
So Samft won't even try to get it back into play.
1.
And we will head to 10 more minutes of sudden death coming up next here on AUPanthers.tv. So back here for the second period of extra time. Tom Verdi here with you on AUPanthers.tv. Team switching sides again. Panthers going back right to left. AIC will go left to right. 10 more minutes of sudden death before the game ends in a draw if no one scores. Through the midfield. Looked like England was run over. Instead, referee says play on. Centering ball tackled out by Ravundra. And there again is England, who's got the only goal of the match for AIC. Marissa Dennis, back in her own end for Adelphi. Up ahead, this one is tackled out. McCartney works a good 1-2 there with Hackett. McCartney cutting in. Up ahead. Chance here for Wondolowski. Playing it towards Frew. And tackled out by Adelphi. Miranda clipping it forward. And a tough tackle from the back. Free kick up coming for AIC in a dangerous position here. So we'll see what they can do here. Frew and England standing over this one. Now they'll leave it for Frew. So we are 90 seconds into the second period of extra time. Frew eyeing it up. Has a strike from distance, and it's in the back of the net. What a hit from Federica Frew, and AIC comes out with a victory here at Matamid Field. The free kick from about 25 yards out in towards the top right corner. And Adelphi stunned here on their home field. The goal for Frew, her 5th of the season. And again, a 2-1 victory for AIC here in the second period of extra time. So with that, AIC improving to 8-8-1, 6-6-1 in Northeast 10 play. And Adelphi dropping to 7-6 in conference play, and 8-6-1 on the season, dropping their 4th straight. Obviously keeping AIC alive for now in the hunt for the conference playoffs. So a quick look at the upcoming schedule. Just one match remaining for Adelphi. It'll be on Saturday at 1 p.m. when they host Assumption here at Matamid.